Hello everyone, I'm Fabian, the product manager for GitLab Geo, and today I'm going to walk you through our plans for GitLab 13.8, GitLab's release on the 22nd of January 2021, the first one in the new year. And let me share my screen. Okay, before I go into the details, I just wanted to give you a high-level overview of the area that we're working in. So we're currently working on increasing the maturity of our disaster recovery category, and all of the epics, the larger themes of that work, are grouped in the disaster recovery complete maturity epic. So you can follow that if you're interested in our broader direction. And I'm going to talk about a few of these sub-epics that we're going to work on in 13.8. So for 13.8, there are a few high-level epics that I would like to discuss and go into a little bit more detail where it is necessary. And the first thing I want to talk about is the self-service framework with our first implementation for package file verification. So the self-service framework is our internal engineering effort that allows engineers working at GitLab or also the wider GitLab community to ship new features with Geo support out of the box. And so in 13.7, for example, we shipped support for snippet file replication. That's a Git data type, so it relies on Git repositories under the hood. And we are currently working on adding verification capabilities to the framework. So essentially, when we copy data from a primary site to a secondary site, to be sure that the data that is actually received is correct and not corrupted, either in flight or at rest. And so we're doing this in an iterative way. And the first implementation here is for package files. But the benefit of this is that other data types that behave similar to package files, they will benefit from verification out of the box. So it's essentially, it brings benefit to everything that utilizes our framework. So in 13.8, we are going to work on a few items. The one that Mike is already working on is automatically verifying packages on secondaries. So automatically generating checksums and also then with the goal in mind to compare them between the secondary and the primary site. So that's happening. This is a larger effort. We hope that we will be able to ship this in 13.8 so that all the data types can benefit from it. The next item here is petroni support. So this is part of our effort to provide a high availability solution for Postgres on our secondary sites. That's important for disaster recovery. So when you have to fail over to your secondary site, you have a highly available Postgres cluster right when you do that, rather than having to do extra work to restore those. So we're working on releasing this as an alpha feature. We've done some work in 13.7 that is going to finish in 13.8. We are currently documenting how to set this up exactly and how to migrate from a single node Postgres installation to petroni. So hopefully we are going to wrap that up in 13.8. Maintenance mode. So I've talked about this for a couple of releases already. So this is a larger feature where we are specifically interested in creating a read-only mode or a maintenance mode, as we call it right now, that essentially takes your primary GitLab site and allows users to still log in and perform read operations. So they can clone repositories, pull them, they can look at the web page, but they can't make any changes. And for us, this is really important because this would allow a secondary site to fully replicate and be completely in sync with the primary. So no data is lost. That is important for planned failovers, but it's also the preferred strategy in other scenarios. If you can do this, you are very sure that everything that is in the primary gets copied over to a secondary as well. So in 13.8, we're going to focus on fixing some bugs, doing a lot of quality control work, making sure that everything works as expected, testing it, and then hopefully releasing it. So this is an ambitious target, 13.8. We'll keep you posted. Another thing that I'm quite excited about is to move our LFS file implementation to the self-service framework. LFS files, large files in Git repositories, are important to customers that work with large binary files, images, videos, and Geo is particularly useful in some of those cases to bring that data closer to them, but also in disaster recovery situations. So by moving our existing implementation to the self-service framework, we'll get some performance benefits potentially, but also, as I explained earlier in the video, if we add verification to the self-service framework, this will benefit from it right away. So that allows us to add LFS file verification with very, very little effort. So this is a really nice feature for our sysadmins. I've talked about it before, but here again, our redesigned Geo site overview. So this is the outcome of a lot of user research and work to provide a more user-friendly overview across different Geo sites. And we've broken this down in 13.7, and we're going to start on the implementation in 13.8. Thanks to Zach, this is really nicely broken into little pieces, and we are going to make headway in 13.8. I'll keep you posted. And lastly, something that I think I mentioned last time around as well that we didn't quite get to, we are interested in tracking Git operations on secondary sites for our usage ping. This is important to us because we want to understand how folks are using secondary sites and how we can improve them overall. So this is not personalized data. We are only interested in how many people are actually using Git on secondary sites to get a feeling for the usage overall. And we're going to address that in 13.8. That's it for Geo. We're excited about the new year and about many of the new features, the progress that we've made on the self-service framework. And we hope that you stay happy and healthy over the holidays. Have a great rest of the year, and I'll talk to you soon in 2021. Bye-bye.